Will that morning cup of coffee dehydrate you? Stay tuned to find out. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click that button to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you never miss a new recipe or a new health tip. My name is Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board-certified kidney doctor, and I'm also the cooking doc. And as always, I am not your doctor. So this is not medical advice. This is for informational purposes only. So today we're going to talk a little bit about coffee, my favorite. So one of the things we often hear about coffee, and that you may have heard, is that it's going to dehydrate you. So people say that they drink less coffee in order to keep themselves hydrated. And is that the case? Well, let's talk about it. So first, what is dehydration? Dehydration is when the body loses enough water so it can't perform its normal functions regularly. Dehydration can occur when you lose water through all of your bodily fluids or through your skin with sweating, all kinds of ways that people can get dehydrated. So if coffee were going to cause dehydration, that would mean that the coffee would cause your kidneys to get rid of a lot of water. And by getting rid of a lot of water, it would make you feel bad. It would make things like the sodium go high in your body. And it would make your body unable to do the things that it normally does during the day, like keep your blood pressure up. So there's been a lot of studies to look at this question and try to answer it. And the way that it's answered is basically by looking to see if somebody has a cup of coffee versus somebody who has a cup of water, and trying to figure out if the person who has a cup of coffee, because of all that caffeine, actually pees out more than the person who has a cup of water. Because if they're drinking the same amount of liquid, they should be peeing the same, right? And it turns out that people who drink coffee every day, like a lot of you out there, don't get much of a diuretic effect. So your body gets used to drinking that coffee every day. And if you are drinking coffee every day, when you drink that, it actually doesn't make you pee any more than you would with a cup of water. So for you, there is really no diuretic effect and no dehydration. Next, let's talk about people who like a weak cup of coffee. So for that, I'm talking about a cup of coffee maybe that you've made at home. You don't like a lot of grounds, you don't like that taste of that black coffee, or you like just a little coffee and a lot of cream. For you, people who don't have a strong cup of coffee, again, there's no diuretic effect for you. So you can drink your weak cup of coffee and not pee any more than you would with a cup of water. Again, for you, no dehydration. Next, let's talk about you that like the big, tall, strong cups of coffee. So that's like a grande or a venti Starbucks black coffee with 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine in it. You know, that cup of coffee where afterwards, if you're not used to it, you're just like, just buzzing. Okay, so for you, there actually may be a little bit of a diuretic effect from having all that caffeine, especially if you're not used to drinking it every day. So you're going along, you have your morning water or your hot tea, and then one day you get one of those big venti black coffees. For you, there is a diuretic effect. So over the course of the few hours after you drink that coffee, you will actually pee more than somebody who has had the same amount of a cup of water. So for you, there is a diuretic effect. Now, does that lead to dehydration? I'm going to argue that it doesn't, because the net effect of that caffeine on how much urine you make is maybe 200, 300 milliliters. So you may pee a little bit more, but not enough to keep you dehydrated, especially if you're eating other foods or drinking other drinks during the day. Now, if all you drink was black coffee, really strong black coffee all day and nothing else, I guess there's a tiny, tiny chance you could get dehydrated, but the chance is very small, and it's really not something that most of us have to worry about. So the bottom line is, drink your coffee. You don't have to worry about dehydration. Make it black to keep it healthy. If you're really concerned, have a glass of water on the side of your coffee. Water's good for you anyway. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dr. Blake, the Cooking Doc. Check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease, and we'll see you next time.